I really appreciate the chance to tell my story, share it to you especially, although you know it, but still it's a different part of your journey as well now. So I'm happy to be here to share and maybe inspire somehow some people to don't give up on tennis, even after studies, after life gets too overwhelming. So I'm happy to be here and thank you for the invitation.
We know each other way back before even the idea probably of college came to your mind, when ITF tournaments started for us and we were still almost kids, almost juniors, I would say.
The decision that made me, the fact that made me decide the college tennis was nothing other than doing a favor to my parents. I didn't want to disappoint them. They wanted me to have a degree to secure my future, because we all know
Very important.
athlete's life depends on one injury. So of course we do everything in our power to be fit, to take care of our bodies, but you never know what can happen. And unless you're in a really high rankings where you already made some good money and you can actually take time off to recover, it's really hard and it can really ruin your whole life. So first of all, for the players and the juniors who want to go to college, a very big remark here. In college, you forget about your ego. Like when you prepare your suitcases, your luggage to get on the plane, you leave your ego at home. College tennis is not. If you go with your ego, you're gonna have a very bad time.
The difference to individual tennis, actually.
Exactly. I've seen it. I felt it because I went with an ego there. I went, and my first year was tough because it was all about tennis. Like, to be honest, I was like hoping college is gonna be a step for me to play pro after, because we have so many examples who did that, right? So
absolutely,
I learned the hard way that the team comes first, and when you start embracing it, you actually have the time of your life in college and you don't regret anything. So I'm really proud for the people I had next to me. I made friends for life. The time of my life, I did a good education. I also had like life education because I met some amazing people, and I would love to name the head coach, Albie Bryce. I love this guy and his family. He did so good to me, and his lovely wife. If they ever see the video, I love them. Big love.
Amazing.
I will send it to them for sure. But it's a big school. College tennis is the time of our lives. It's a place where if you don't work hard outside and inside the class, you will fail. And it's not only you, it's the team. If you don't take the proper sleep, if you don't work hard enough, if you don't push each other every day, the team is not going anywhere. And I've seen great teams.
To individual professional tennis, actually, where you're very lonely a lot of times.
Yeah, you're not lonely in college at all.
Not at all, huh?
You're also not the center of the world. In tennis, you have to be, as a professional, be the center of the world for your whole team, if you have a team. You are the star. In college tennis, everyone is a star. The athletic trainer is a star. The water boy is a star. The stringer of the team, in case that was me, is a star. The fitness coach, the coaches, every single player, from the one who's playing number one to the alternative, to the substitute. We are all the stars. We had amazing athletes who would push us in practice, in fitness. They wouldn't make the first team, but still they would push us in fitness. So everyone is helping everyone. So
This is really amazing.
it's a different mindset. It's a completely
So-
different mindset.
I guess your life also really well, when to study, when to play, when to practice, when to rest
That's-
also, because
That's a tough part. Personally, I was obsessed. I'm not gonna say I was a right example. I was really obsessed. I skipped a lot of parties to wake up early in the morning on a Sunday to go for a 7 miles run, then fitness on the court and some serves. So I did party.
oh,
I'm gonna lie if I said I didn't, but I didn't party that much. And that's because I had a goal. I want to play, I want to improve, I want to leave my mark in the school. I was in a school that the men's tennis team was the best team. And yes, in the conference championship, in singles, I've been undefeated for 4 years. I have to say that.
amazing results, and they come from college tennis. When I say Ben Shelton, Cameron Norrie, Kovacevic from the ATP side, or let's say Danielle Collins on the WTA side, I mean, there's such a growing diversity in the development of the players itself. And what do you think is the key difference that has shaped those type of...
In my experience, I can only imagine it because I didn't make it. But when you leave college tennis, you leave with amazing energy. In college tennis, you can actually have people from outside, from the crowd, cursing you, talking to you while you play. So this builds a lot of character and a lot of mental game. Of course, the hard work and the really high level of tennis nowadays in college tennis helps a lot, but you have to be able to really dig in to play in the tour. You have to have also the financial ability to travel, to sponsor yourself for the start, because we all know that tennis is very expensive and you're losing money until you make the top 100. So basically it's a really tough, cruel world out there. But college tennis is building you because, as I told you, during season you have 70 matches if you're a team that goes to the nationals, right? So you're playing a lot of matches, so you get a lot of game experience. When you're not, you travel, you play tournaments. There are so many USTA tournaments, so many UTR tournaments in the US, and a lot of ITF tournaments. So even in off season, you're not losing matches. You travel with a team. Actually, there are a lot of big schools. They set up a van and they go off to play some tournaments, even challengers. I know some guys who played challengers and did really well, who played college tennis, but they didn't make it top 100. So in this aspect, I have to say that you have to be a hard worker, you have to be talented, you have to know tennis. When I say tennis, I mean curious tennis. What I respect about this guy is...
To be crazy on the court?
No, I mean, I understand
And very
that,
talented, obviously, having amazing
I
skills.
understand. I understand that his mind operates in chaos. He has to create chaos to be able to focus. I'm very similar, and I understand that because this is where his mind calms. He doesn't think too much when there is chaos, and I get that. But the knowledge of his tennis, the knowledge of how to play the game, this is a big difference. And there are players who really work really hard, they're really talented, but something is holding them back. And there are people who are not as talented and will make it because they understand the game. They understand the game better. They take risks that for them work. And that's the beauty of it.
What I can say from my experience playing against not a lot, but some college players on the ITF tour, For me, they play without too much pressure, probably because they know they have a lot of other matches in front of them for the season. They don't have this pressure of losing a match and then not playing a whole week, because they just know there's going to be another match, which makes them often play more aggressive than they would maybe if they had.
I learned that if I don't have the team to be proud of me and I'm alone out there, I might lose some motivation. And that was my problem. You know, that was my problem. Like, I remember I came back from college and you were at the tournament and your dad was in the tournament and I was playing a month and you were watching, I think. And you were like, come on, boy. That made me want to win because you were there. I want to win for you. Mm-hmm. If I have friends out there, I want to win for them. I don't want to win for me. And that's what I couldn't transition easily from college to the ITF tour. I wasn't completely playing for me. Mm-hmm. I have to play for someone else to give my 100%.
Regardless that there's club matches and league matches in a lot of different countries, and I love the double game, for example, but for me tennis will always, by the end of the day, remain an individual sport. What would you say? Is it the love for the game? Is it that feeling of the competition on the court? Is it the trophy that you want to get from the week? What would you say is the key thing that make this extra work? And it is an incredible work, and it's amazing that you're doing it.
I will tell you what, I play tournaments very often in Luxembourg and in Germany, and club matches. It's not the same like the tour. I love chatting with people who play actively, because I remember how it was when I was traveling. So it was amazing. And just for myself to feel again, let's say, those days, not to win something, not to get ATP ranking and everything and achieve something amazing. I don't need it. I'm really happy with where I am right now, but some people go on vacation because they want to go relax in the Caribbean. Some people go to Thailand to enjoy 2-3 weeks in Thailand. I like to earn my money, get my vacation, and go compete because I love the competition. I love the atmosphere, to be at the courts. The only problem is, am I gonna find a court when I want it or when I need it? Things that they matter so much when I was playing only tennis, that now it's like, if I don't find it here, I'm gonna go to another club, pay 20 euros and practice there. It's fine. So you see it differently and you enjoy it more, and you enjoy everything that is around it.
Tennis is an emotional roller coaster. We have many ups and downs. We have many very strong emotions on court that are undescribable emotions full of happiness, of anger, of disappointment also on court. And some people want to get those emotions, get to them. Others like to filter them out. With other words, are you for or against emotions on the court? What do you think is the best for you?
Well, I'm gonna say embrace your feelings. Embrace your feelings no matter the feelings. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna say a very short story that I will never forget. My grandpa said, he says, life is like the lifeline when you're in the bed in the hospital. The lifeline has peaks and bottoms. So it's the same, like when you have the peak, you're happy. Everything is amazing. You have your bottom, everything is a disaster. You know, you're disappointed, you're hurt. If it's a flat line, so you don't have the ups and the downs, you're dead. So ups and downs, they create life. So I started thinking, embrace all the feelings that you have, because these are what's worth living. And when it comes to tennis, of course, you have to train it. Yeah, of course, like the GOAT, controversial for everyone, but for me it's clear. The GOAT, Djokovic, he said it. The difference between him and others is it doesn't let it stay too long in his head and his heart. So embrace feelings, accept your feelings, and move on. That's what I believe.
Beautifully said. Giannis, I want to thank you for our chat. It was really interesting to hear about your perspective from college, your experience, your thoughts about it. I wish you to come back really strong for your next tournaments and to fight through all the battles